from 6 teams last July 12, and only 2 remains. 1 game, 1 crown, and 1 chance to make history. This is the championship game of the Stallion Teens 14 under division. Once again, my name is Roby Sacote. This is a battle between Torch and Celsius. Torch and Fruteria, and these 2 teams already met last time, wherein Torch won that game by a huge margin. So let's see if Fruteria will be able to bounce back from their previous game when these 2 teams match, or it will be the same story. So 1 game for the Raptors, ladies and gentlemen, as we will start the championship game in a few minutes. This is the Stallion team.
Number 28, Minnesota. Number 37, Jared Ford. And number 77, Rodrigo Romero. Coach of Torch is Matt Diallo. Players and coaches, please let an award for the intentional sponsorship entry.
Sa'yo yan. From 6 teams last July 12, now only 2 remain. 1 game, 1 crown, 1 chance to make history. This is the Stallion Team Season 4 14 under division finals between Torch versus Fruteria. And when these two teams met last July 27, Torch won that game against Fruteria 83 to 59. So this is a redemption game for Fruteria as first possession of the championship game goes to Fruteria. The difference here, no Alexon Wong for Coach JD Wu as Juro Go kicks it out. Juro passes it to Gabriel. Gabriel, nowhere to go. Gives it here to Sandre Cao. Wala nga lang. And here comes Yuto Somea. Yuto Somea almost loses the ball, of course. Yuto Somea, part of our Ogallala first team earlier during the awarding ceremony. And I'm excited to see is, of course, Cal De Luna, who's crowned the Boysen MVP, as Gabriel Gonzalez sinking in that first bucket of the championship game. And look at them, full court pressure already, triple manning Cal De Luna. De La Cruz, no good. Great defense by Ke. David grabs the rebound. Here comes Juro in transition. Juro passes it to Cao. Easy bucket for Juro Go. And Andre Cao. Juro Go also a part of the Ogallala first team. Dwayne Yosores, too strong on that three. And wala nga lang for Nunag. Offensive rebound for De La Cruz. And now, 4-2 is the score. You can feel the intensity here inside the AYSN Sports Center as Yuto stealing the ball and stealing the show for Yuto Somea. Yuto Somea is leading the entire tournament in terms of points per game, averaging 33.5 points per outing as Cal, the reigning MVP, will drive. It's good. Cal De Luna, if number 1 si Yuto Somea in terms of points per game, ang second nun, it's actually Cal De Luna with 22.7 points per game as a steal by Kiefer. An easy bucket for Kiefer De La Cruz. And that's going to be an early timeout for Coach JD Wu as they are trailing by 4 with less than 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Our score is 8-4. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That timeout break is brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. And right now, a very cloudy afternoon right now here in San Juan. As Juro Go hands it over to Gonzalez. It's Gonzalez using that Ke pick. Good steal again by Cal De Luna. As Cal will take it. Oh, Yuto Somea. The De Luna's Somea connection. 6-point lead already for Fruteria as Gonzalez. Gabriel Gonzalez is the 6th best scorer in this tournament, averaging 16.8 points per outing as Yuto. Good defense by Ke, stealing that ball, and here comes Juro Go. The Juro Copter got fouled in the act of shooting. That's going to be on Kiefer De La Cruz. So Juro Go will head over to the line for 2 free throws. The Juro Go last game when these two teams met tayo, nagkatapat ang Torch versus Fruteria during the eliminations round. Juro Go only scored 8 points, not his usual performance in this ball game. Because all throughout the season, this kid is averaging 17.4 points per game. as he misses the first one and misses the second one as well. And that's one of the things that Fruteria really needs to connect are their free throws, because they are averaging 45.2% from the free throw line. As Dwayne spins, fires, no good. Juro with the rebound. Okay, good pass. And point blank range miss for Rio Sihuko. Here comes Cal De Luna. De La Cruz, friendly bounce is good for Kiefer De La Cruz. Kiefer De La Cruz actually is the third best shooter in terms of field goal percentage. One of the highest field goal percentage shooters in this tournament, averaging 52% from the field. And that's a long distance move for Gabriel Gonzalez, as Gabriel Gonzalez now with 6 points in this game. Dwayne, look at the handles of Dwayne. Good pass to Nunag for that easy bucket inside. Good assist, leading to our Crab Talk assist of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Crab Talk Cafe. Great tasting crepes, pastas, matcha, and coffee. Oh, what a move by Juro Go for our offensive play of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng boys in the number 1 paint. And a rainy afternoon right now, ladies and gentlemen, as Yuto will head over to the line for 2 free throws. Yuto Somea now with 4 points in this ball game. As Juro gets his first personal foul. Yuto Somea, I mentioned if number 3 si Kiefer De La Cruz in terms of field goal percentage. Ang number 2 na nasa taas niya is actually Yuto Somea, who's averaging 52.3% from the field. Really one of the key players for Coach Pat Yao, as he sings in the second one. Of course, Coach Pat Yao was named the cash coach of the conference in this season of the 4th Stallion teens, 14 under division. Juro, locked and loaded from deep, airballs it, rebound by Kyle. Cal De Luna's averaging 12.5 rebounds per game. As De La Cruz missing, Kiefer gets his own miss. Nunag, Yosores, 3-point shot, can't get it to fall. And ball goes to the Blue Shirts. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our first mandatory substitution of our championship game. And this mandatory substitution is brought to you by Park Access, Fair and Square, Boysen, Crab Talk Cafe, Celsius, and Ogalala. So since 9 players lang ang nasa Torch, Coach Pat Yao, merong isang player na matitira sa isa sa kanya, and that is Cal De Luna, staying on the floor for Torch. As you, Gonzalez is able to draw contact. So Devon C will get his first personal foul. Gabriel Gonzalez is at the line shooting 2 free throws, however can't connect on the first one. Torch is actually averaging 52.4% from the free throw line. Literally as a unit per outing, they're a 50-50 ball, just like that. Just like their stats. Kyle again getting triple man there. Kyle stripped by Fruteria. Here comes Gabriel Gonzalez against 3 gray jerseys. The Speedy Gonzalez, no good line on that layup, and there's a whistle on Gabriel Gonzalez. Lucky break for Torch as he was called for a foul as he gets his first personal foul. And you can blame Gabriel Gonzalez because actually he is the top 7 in terms of steals per game in this tournament, averaging close to 5 steals per game. Good pass inside, great defense. Almost a clean block by Liam Ngo, but our referee saying that there was a whistle. So that's going to be his first personal foul. 2 free throws here for Devon C. Devon C, when these two teams met, when Torch won against Fruteria during the elimination round, he only scored 1 point. However, garnered 4 rebounds, and he was 0 for 3 from the field last game for Devon C. So let's see if there will be a huge improvement in the championship game for Coach Pacquiao and Devon C. (16-12) is the score. 4-point lead in favor of Torch. Gabriel slithering his way in, but great defense by the gray shirts. Here comes Kyle. Great defense for Fruteria. They are locked in on Kyle De Luna every time he has the ball, as Lee missing that floater. And the ball goes out nga lang for Devon C, but he gets his own miss. So, or Go sinking that 3-point shot for Geoff Go. And now Torch are up by 7 here in our championship game, 19-12. As Liam looking for someone to pass the ball to. Stolen away by Merson Lee. Here comes Kyle taking the hit. But he'll head over to the line for a pair. Gabriel Gonzalez gets his second personal foul. Kyle De Luna knocks down the first one. This kid is in the stat sheet in most of an all-around player. He's in the top 5 in points per game, assists per game, rebounds per game, field goal percentage per game, and 3-point percentage per game. He's actually the top player in terms of shot selection from beyond the arc, where he's averaging 30% from downtown. On shot clock for the blue shirts. Gonzalez fires a triple. It's good. Gabriel Gonzalez now with 10 points for Fruteria, as there's a travel against Kyle De Luna. Ball will go to Fruteria as they are trailing by 6, 21-15 ang score natin dito. Kyle grabbing that rebound. Oh, good pass. What a pass from Kyle De Luna to Geoff Go, leading to our Crap Talk assist of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Crap Talk Cafe. Kyle De Luna again grabbing that rebound. He has 3 rebounds right now, and ball went out nga lang. And clearly a foul on Kyle. That's going to be his first personal foul. So 23-15 ang score natin ngayon. It's an 8-point game. Oh, good pass as Liam using the glass. The bank is open on a Sunday afternoon for Liam Ngo. As now they cut down the lead to just 6. Gonzalez grabbing that rebound against 2 gray jerseys. Gabriel passes it here to Benedito. And last touch by Dylan Yu. Ball goes the other way. Less than a minute remaining in the first quarter here in our championship game. Look at the defense of Fruteria. Coach JD Wu really devising a plan here against Torch, as there is a travel against Juano Tanhanco. So balik ang bola sa Fruteria. Coach JD Wu really did their assignment against Torch. Of course, they lost by a huge margin when these two teams met. That was a 24-point loss against Torch last game when these two teams met. Lee Merson. There's a 10-second game clock, shot clock differential. Merson kicks it to Kyle. Kyle can fire from downtown. Too strong. Liam grabs the rebound. 15 seconds remaining. Oh, good steal by Geoff. Geoff passes it inside. Oh! Ball goes out for Tanhanko. And clearly a foul on Wano. So that's going to be his first. But that's the last foul to give doon ng Torcha. So 2.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And almost for Geoff Go. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first quarter of our championship game. A 6-point lead for Torch, 23-17. So stay tuned lang as we'll have a quick break, folks. We'll be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stallion Teens 14 Under Division Championship game. And so far, still anybody's ball game. That break was brought to you by Park Access and Ogalala. And right now here in the second, or coming into the second quarter, both teams are doing a good job shooting. And speaking of shooting, Dwayne Yosores knocking it from downtown. That is the second three-pointer in this ball game. Torch are now 2-for-6 from beyond the arc as Juro Go. Oh my goodness! With the Pinoy step finish over 3 gray jerseys. That is our energy play of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Sasha Slim Fit as there's a dribbling violation. He carried the ball that time. Juro loses the ball. Yuto grabs the ball and there's a whistle. Duty foul given by Ciandre Cao. So fresh 24 dito para sa Torch. Geoff over David Ke. Ryu loses the ball, stolen away by Yuto Samea, leading to a miss and another miss. And De La Cruz loses the ball after that power dribble. Great defense by Jurugo. Another steal by Yuto Samea. Bucket plus the foul. That is our offense play of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng boys and the number 1 paint. And that is the reason why Yuto Somea is a part of the Ogalala first team this season, as Coach JD is not happy with how they are playing right now as they are trailing by 11 here in the second quarter. 32-19 is the score. We'll be back, Stallion Teens fans, right after the break. That timeout break, folks, was brought to you by Ogalala, your trusted partner in parenting for many years as Yuto Somea. For those who don't know, during the Torch, up until now, from the start of this season up until today, as Jurogo stealing the ball And Jurogo, trailed by Yuto Somea, got intimidated by the presence of Yuto Somea from behind. Good pass to Dwayne Yosores for that easy deuce. Great time by Kiefer De La Cruz. Here comes Ryu. Ryu, all the way. Dylan Yu rather. Got confused by the number there. Dylan Yu making it look easy as here comes Kiefer. Passes it to Nuna. Again, it rolls in for Santi Nuna. And now Jurogo. Only has 7 points right now. Forces that shot. Great defense by Santi and Kiefer. Pero nakuha pa rin dito ni Dylan for that lefty floater. Is up and good for Dylan. Dylan now with 4 points as Dwayne kicks it to Yuto. The Yosores-Somea connection. Or what I call the Yuto-Somores connection. And right now, it's a 13-point lead in favor of Torch. This is the largest lead so far in this championship game. As Jurogo missing that floater. Oh, clearly a foul in the act of shooting a three. Oh no, was that a three-point shot attempt? And it is a three-point shot attempt. As Dwayne Yosores will be getting his first personal foul. So 3 free throws for Dylan Yu. Dylan Yu only scored 2 points when these two teams met last time. So this is one of the games that he really needs to step up, especially for Coach JD Wu. Again, no Alexon Wong in this game, as Alexon Wong is not suited up right now. And Alexon Wong is one of the best rebounders and defenders in our tournament right now. Actually, he is the most improved player of the Nike most improved player of the conference in the 4th season. As friendly bounce is good for Kiefer De La Cruz plus the foul. Kiefer De La Cruz now with 8 points already. As Kiefer Juro, loses the ball. Great defense by Torch. And Coach JD Wu instructing his team right now. As Dwayne kicks it to Yuto. Yuto loses it. And Juro was fouled by Kiefer De La Cruz. So that's Kiefer's second personal foul. Jurogo now with 5 points. Not his usual average in this ball game because Jurogo is averaging, well, we all know Jurogo can really step up every game, no? But right now, as Nuna grabbing that ball. Less than 6 minutes to play as Dwayne will drive short on that layup. Great defense by the blue shirts. However, David Ke stepped on the line. Unforced turnover committed by Fruteria. Yuto tried for that knockout play. Ito sila. Yuto Torres. The Yuto Torres connection. But the ball stays with Torch. Geoff. Guarded by Yu. Gives it to Yuto. It's good for Yuto Somea. Jurogo gives it here to Kao. Stolen away by Geoff. And that's going to be an easy bucket for Dwayne Yosores. And right now, it's a 17-point lead. And we're just getting to the halfway mark of the second quarter. As Dylan Yu was able to knock down that lefty layup, and this is the second mandatory substitution of this championship game. This mandatory substitution is brought to you by Park Access, Fair and Square, Boysen, Crab Talk Cafe, and Celsius. And right now, almost similar in terms of field goal percentage, but Torch actually attempted more compared to Fruteria. That's why they're leading right now. Well, because Torch are actually doing a great job stealing the balls. Look at that, what we call a mama move, by Kyle De Luna. He knew that Jurog already extended his arms to try to get the steal. So that's why Kyle already hacked his arm going to fish for a foul. As Yuto grabbing that rebound over 3 blue jerseys. Dwayne, let's see if this will be a game changer for Coach JD Wu and for the entire Fruteria team in their second stringers. Devon C will be called for a second personal foul. So Gabriel Gonzalez is at the line shooting 2 as he knocks down the first one. Gabriel now with 11 points. He is the leading leader so far here for Fruteria. The one behind him, it's actually Dylan Yu with 9. As Kyle missing on that elbow jumper, Liam grabbing that ball. Oh, stepped out of bounds to Dwayne or to Gabriel Gonzalez. So ball goes back to the gray shirts. I can see Coach JD Wu right now very frustrated in this game. As Yuto against 4 blue jerseys. Kyle missing that 3-pointer. Liam grabbing that rebound. Good pass to Jurogo. But good defense by Kyle as Jurogo in and out on that shot. And there's a foul on Juan Otanhanco. That's going to be second. Gabriel. Long distance 2-pointer is no good. Rebound. As Yuto Sameya will drive all the way and it's good. And now increasing the lead to 17 again. Liam gives it to Gabriel. Gabriel, Pinoy step, finish is good. What a tough layup for Gabriel Gonzalez. That is our Boysen play of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Boysen, the number 1 paint. Yuto fires up a triple. No good. And ball goes to the blue shirts with less than 3 minutes to play. Coach JD Wu wants to huddle, or no, that's Coach Patya who called that timeout. So we have a quick break. Less than 3 minutes to play. We'll be back, folks, right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, that timeout break was brought to you by Ogalala, your trusted partner in parenting for many years. And Park Access, the official Nike store partner. Let's see anong play dito nila Coach Pat Yao. Even though they're up by 15 points, he wants to make some adjustments because Fruteria is starting to cut down the lead and building up a momentum here. As Juro Go fires a triple, in and out. Cal De Luna with the rebound. Less than 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Yuto spins, and that's going to be a travel as he danced to the wrong beat that time. Great defense by Fruteria. Yuto Somea trying to drive against 3 blue jerseys on that play. Gabriel kicks it out to Juro. Hits the back iron and miss. Rebound by Benedito. Liam. High arcing shot. Can't get it to fall. Merson grabs the rebound. And there's a foul and nasa penalty na ang Torch. So Jurogo will head over to the line for a pair. And Jurogo earlier actually missed 2 consecutive free throws. So let's see if he can start shooting these free throws because this is the perfect time if you're Fruteria to cut down the lead habang nakatigil ang oras. And just like that, Jurogo missing the first one. And right now, Fruteria is actually shooting a phenomenal job shooting their free throws. It's just that Jurogo is not shooting really well at the line as Yuto slithering his way in. What a finish from Yuto Somea, leading to our Celsius Energy play of the quarter. I did say yun ang Celsius Live Fit. Empowering you to live fit and be your best self. Too strong on that shot for Josiah D. Oh, great hustle by Josiah. And there's a push. I think that's going to be on Merson Lee. And it is going to be on Merson. And nasa penalty na. Again, ang Torch. Earlier, Jurogo was 0 for 2. Fruteria as a unit, they're shooting 7 out of 11 from the line. Let's see if Josiah D can knock down these 2 free throws as he rattles the first one. And misses the second. Yuto grabbing that rebound. Here comes Yuto. Yuto! Lumabas nga lang. Benedito gives it to Juro. Juro. Great defense by Merson Lee. Here comes Yuto once again. Yuto Somea, nice pass to Cal De Luna. Highlight play for the De Luna Somea connection. As Gabriel missing that 3-pointer, Kyle grabbing that board. Kyle with 6 points already, while Yuto Somea already has 17 points. Shot clock is off here. Gabriel, good heads-up pass to Jurogo. Oh! Missing that wide-open layup. As Yuto will drive and making it look easy is Yuto Somea. Gabriel, that will count. And now at the end of the first half, a 20-point lead for Torch, 53-33. However, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 20 more minutes of action. Let's see if anong gagawin dito nila Coach JD Wood, the entire Fruteria team, to bounce back here in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, start of the second half here in our championship game. So far, Fruteria shooting 32%. That's a decent percentage. But Torch is shooting 47%. That's why they're up by 20 already. As a missed 3 for Fruteria. And here comes Dwayne. And right now, they're setting up a slow tempo here in this second half. And that's the right way to do it. You're already up by 20. Pero hindi sila pwede mag-relax dito because this is still a lot of time, as clearly a duty foul on si Andre Cao, on Santi Nunag. Well, that's the right way to do it. If pa-foul ka na lang, make sure na hindi makakatira yung na-foul mo for the end one. However, a miss right there as Cal De Luna grabbing that rebound. He'll shoot a 3. Santi Nunag loses the ball. Battle for possession. There's Jurugo and Dwayne Yosores. But Yuto Semea had a piece of it. Juro. Oh, good pass. Nadulas nga lang kay Dylan Yu yung bola. As Gonzalez... Jurugo, heavily guarded by Yuto Somea. Those two, they are really close friends, etong si Yuto and si Jurugo. However, Gabriel Gonzalez was able to fish for a foul. As Gabriel... as Kiefer rather. Kiefer De La Cruz was called for a foul, getting his third. And... right now, Fruteria slowly diminishing their free throw percentage. Earlier, they were shooting more than 70%, and right now they're less than 55% from the line. Just like that, 50-50 ball on the charity stripe. As Dwayne looking for his teammate. Kiefer has it. Yuto. Kiefer knocking down a three-pointer. Kiefer De La Cruz now with 12 points. As Juro kicks it. Dylan missing that three-pointer. And right now the momentum is really shifting to Torch's favor as Yuto was able to finish that layup. Yuto heavily guarding Gabriel Gonzalez as Juro passes it to Dylan. Guarded by Santi. Dylan knocking it down inside. Dylan Yu now with 11 points. Only two players are in double-digit scoring right now for Fruteria. It's Dylan Yu and Gabriel Gonzalez. And nakakapagtaka Torch right now as another three-point shot. This time for Dwayne Yosores naman. So that's the second triple of the game for Dwayne Yosores as Jurugo. And one play for Juro Cupter. Jurugo now with 7 points. As Kiefer De La Cruz gets his fourth personal foul. One more foul for Kiefer and he's going to be out of this game. Jurugo really struggling to shoot his free throws right now. As Yuto Somea, that's just a walk in the park for Yuto. Yuto Somea doing a great job in terms of scoring right now. He has 23 points. So, literally, even Cal De Luna is not scoring right now. Yuto Somea and Kiefer De La Cruz are the ones. And Dwayne Yosores actually, as Dylan Yu was able to sink it in. Those three from Torch, they are the scorers right now for Coach Patiao. And right now, Jordan number lead for Torch. As Yuto kicks it out. Dwayne made 2 threes already, but that time too strong. As Cal stepped out of bounds, ball goes the other way. And a substitution for Coach JD Wu, as he and Dre Ka will be taking a rest as Liam Ngo checks in. Oh, good steal by Kyle De Luna. Here comes Yuto once again. Yuto, loses the ball. Gonzalez. That's a 4-on-1 break. Oh, that could have been an easy bucket for Fruteria. That was a 4-on-1 break. Only Santi Nunag was the defender inside the paint, pero nadulas lang sa bola. Sa kamay nila ang bola doon for Fruteria. Santi, high arcing shot, no good. Gonzalez grabbing that glass. Oh, clearly a dribbling violation on Gabriel Gonzalez. Good call by the official. And a substitution here for Coach JD Wu. Papahinga niya muna si Gabriel Gonzalez as he's going to be used up later in the fourth quarter, I'm pretty much sure. However, how do you stop Dwayne Osores? As Dwayne now with 12 points. Juro kicks it. Wide open three. Good box out. Oh, good offensive rebound by Ke. Kicks it out. And finally, third time's the charm for Dylan Yu. Dylan Yu with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. However, not yet enough to cut down the lead as Fruteria still trailing by 23 points as Dwayne increasing the lead to 25 points. Fruteria really struggling in the absence of Alexon Wong. Oh! Jurogo turns the ball over. And Coach Patiao, papahinga niya muna si Cal De Luna. And that's what's great about Kyle De Luna, no? Even though he's an all-around player, even though he's not scoring in this game, he can pass the ball, he can rebound the ball, he can do a lot of things with the ball, no? I mean, a lot of things. Because he can dribble down, he can set up screens, he can make plays for his team. Kita natin, well, Yuto Sumea is an actual scorer na talaga. As good pass by Jurogo. And Dwayne Osores naman, as Dylan Yu was able to knock that one in inside. Dwayne Osores is actually a great defender. Yung scoring ni Dwayne, that's just his second arsenal. Ang pinaka-strength niya is the defense. Or is defense. As Yuto, there's a 3-second call on Dwayne Osores. He was caught ball watching inside the paint. So balik ang bola sa Fruteria. Juro nagmamadali against 2 gray jerseys. Ball rolls out. And using the glass is Dylan Yu. Dylan Yu now with 17. Dwayne Osores. Masyadong malakas lang yung pasa kay Santi Nunag. As Devon C is going to be checking in for Yuto Sumea. A well-deserved rest for Yuto Sumea. Because I'm pretty much sure Coach Patiao is going to bring him in inside later in the fourth quarter. Dylan missing that triple. And right now, Torch are enjoying a huge margin against Fruteria. This is what happened last time when these two teams matched. No, it was the final score was 83-59, won by Torch. And right now, it's a 21-point lead for the Gray Shirts. Juro floats it up and it rolls in for Jurogo. Now Jurogo with 9 points. As Nunag, you can also fire a 3 But that time, that's way off the mark. Smart play by Jurogo, throwing the ball to Devon C. So 19 points na lang hinabol dito ng Fruteria. As Gabriel, pinasok ulit dito ni Coach JD Wu as Juro. Here comes Dwayne. Oh, what a move by Dwayne Yosores. But masyadong malakas nga lang yung layup na yun. Si Andre, guarded by Santi. Si Andre, floater is up. But Santi Nunag with the rebound. Santi Nunag is the 7th best rebounder in this tournament, averaging 10.3 rebounds per game. Liam grabbing that rebound against 3 Torch players. Less than 2 minutes to play. Masyadong malakas lang yung shot na yun ni Dylan Yu. Here comes Dwayne. Dwayne. Juro gives it to Dylan. Give and go play to Juro. Go! Masyadong malakas nga lang. That could have been an easy bucket for Juro Go. And Juro Go was out of bounds when he tried to save the ball. So ball goes to Torch once again. Coach JD Wu instructing his team to commit a full court defense, but ang dali lang na break doon ni Cal De Luna. Yung full court defense ng Fruteria.
8 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds to shoot.
8 seconds on the 24 dito para sa Torch. As Santi will inbound, giving it to Geoff Go. And catch and shoot 3 from the left corner. Looking at Coach Patiao right now, he smiled after that shot from Geoff Go. And a miss on the other end. That has been the game story so far for Fruteria. As Kyle will take it all the way. Santi, no good again. As Dylan missing that point-blank range shot. Less than 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It has been a Torch basketball right now. They are putting on a clinic as Cal De Luna, ice in his veins. There's a warning for delaying the game. As Cal De Luna stepped out of bounds. Great defense by Dylan Yu. So Coach JD Wu instructing his team to go for the last shot. So I'm pretty much sure there's a 4-second game clock shot clock differential, no? Devon C will be getting his 3rd personal foul. So 2 free throws dito for Liam Ngo. This kid, Liam Ngo, he's the 6th best rebounding player in this season. He's averaging 11.3 rebounds per game. That is the 6th best rebounder in our 14 under division. However, he misses the 2nd free throw. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Kyle, he still has time though. Pulls up and making it look easy is Cal De Luna. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the third quarter. Torch are dominating this game against Fruteria, but we still have 10 more minutes of action here in our championship game. Stay tuned lang, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll be back right after this. 10 more minutes of action before we crown the champions of the 14 under division in the fourth season of the Stallion teens. However, mahaba-haba ang kailangang habulin dito ng Fruteria, but they still have a lot of time though. So let's see if they need a miracle. They need to make shots after shots as Jurogo knocking it down inside. So 24 points na lang kailangang habulin dito ng Fruteria. Again, it doesn't mean na wala na silang pag-asa. In Philippine basketball history, there was a team who trailed for 31 points in the fourth quarter but managed to win the game. So they still have hope. Just don't lose that light that they have as Gabriel Gonzalez. Masyadong malakas lang. They're rushing their shots right now, but perfect place at the perfect time was Dylan Yu. And that was again against G of Go, a much bigger player. Dwayne lays it up and in. Gonzalez, too strong as Dylan once again. Literally, parang yung bola na lang lumalapit kay Dylan Yu right now as he has 23 points. Dwayne. Last touch by Yuto Samea. Ball goes back to Fruteria. As a substitution here for Coach Patya, papahinga niya muna dito si Juano Tanhanco. Will be replaced by Kiefer De La Cruz. But take note that Kiefer De La Cruz is already nursing his fourth personal foul. So one more foul for Kiefer, he'll be out. Juro. They need to cross the ball, and that's going to be an 8-second backcourt violation. So that's going to be a turnover. Coach JD Wu not happy with that call. So ball goes back to Torch. G off. Can't get it to go. And Kyle De Luna now with 12 points. He's already in double-double figures. 12 points, 12 rebounds. As Juro Go. Suave layup for the Jurocopter. As Kyle bringing down the ball against Dylan Yu. Don't be fooled by the size of Dylan Yu. That is a pesky defender for Coach JD Wu. Juro heads up late to Dylan Yu. Dylan against Kiefer. Dylan Yu just making it look easy. And right now, 20 points na lang. Kailangan nilang habulin. I know mahaba-haba pa, but again, as long as they have hope, anything can still happen. That's why bilog ang bola. As Jurogo rattles it in. Now cutting down the lead to 18. And they're starting to build the momentum here for Fruteria. That's why Torch cannot relax here as Yuto almost loses the ball. Kiefer wide open triple, no good. Rebound by Yuto Somea. Yuto up and under and rattles in for Yuto. Yuto Somea with 25 points and 7 rebounds. As Juro go once again. And Coach Patya wants to huddle it up as they are up by 18, 80-62 with 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stallion Teens Finals game, 14 under division. That timeout breaks brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. As Torch up by 18 na lang. But right now, it's in the momentum of Fruteria. But Yuto Someya trying to end the run of Fruteria there as he lays it up and in. And good defense by Fruteria, almost a steal by Caldaluna.
14 seconds on clock.
Juro now with 17 points. That's his average as you missing that three. Good tap by Yuto. Yuto will take it all the way. Yuto Someya with 29 points. Just 2 rebounds shy away for a double-double performance. Juro guarded by Yuto, spins, floats it up, and rattles it in for Juro go. Pero 20 points pa ang kailangang habulin ng Fruteria. And that's the right way to do it if you're Torch. Just burn down some clock as Kyle missing that free throw line jumper. Oh, ball went out nga lang. You can see he is frustrated after that miss. Itong si Dylan Yu. As Dwayne, easy bucket, great find from Kiefer De La Cruz. And bucket plus the foul for Dylan Yu. And that's gonna be on Dwayne Usores. So bonus free throw dito para kay Dylan Yu. As Dylan already with 28 points, or 27 points rather. If he makes this one, that will be 28. And 27 lang. You can see, again, he's very frustrated right now. It just shows the heart of this kid that he really wants to win this game. As Gio fires a three, knocking it down from downtown. Increasing the lead to 23 points once again. Fruteria can't find an answer as Kyle steals the ball. And good pass to Dwayne Usores for that easy shot. And I'm pretty much sure Torch is on their way to cross the century mark in terms of scoring in this championship game, as they are making a statement. That's why they haven't lost a single game in this entire season. As Kiefer can get it, Liam with the rebound, gives it to Juro. Liam Ngo with 8 rebounds already, no, in for Fruteria. As Juro go naman, great use of his size. As Juro go now with 21 points. So 3 players for Fruteria now in double-digit scoring. It's Gabriel Gonzalez, it's Dylan Yu, and it's Juro go. And for Torch naman, all 5 players on the floor are in double-digit scoring. Ang highest score nila right now is actually Yuto Someya, as there's an offensive foul on... Oh, is that on Yuto Someya? And that is on Yuto Someya. But that's just Yuto Someya's first personal foul. As Coach JD Wu calls a timeout. Stay lang, folks. We'll be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, that timeout break ay hatid sa inyo ng Ogallala, your trusted partner in parenting for many years. And Torch right now, more than or already sinobrahan nila lang ang kanilang per game average in terms of points per game as a unit. They're averaging 88.8 points per game, as that's an unforced turnover committed by Fruteria. Three minutes remaining, and it looks like Torch are in the driver's seat right now and on their way to bag the trophy in the 14 under division of the fourth season of the Stallion teams. As Speedy Gonzalez and we still have the 17 under division next week. On Saturday, it's gonna be the semifinals, and on Sunday, 1 week from now, that will be the finals game in the 17 under division naman. As there's a foul on Cal De Luna. And some substitutions here for Coach JD Wu. I can see Gabriel Gonzalez really frustrated right now, going back to the bench. You can just see that he really wants to win this game, but he gave his all. But in basketball, as Zian Drake was able to sink that one in. Basketball, it's either you win or you learn. That's what the sport is all about, no? As we are down to the last 2 minutes, hatid sa inyo ng Park Access in Ogallala. As Kyle missing that three, Yuto, no good again. As look at the steal by Kyle De Luna, but no call was given. Yuto cleans it up. Yuto Sumea, 31 points. What a performance for Yuto Sumea and Dwayne Yosores. And right now, a well-deserved rest as Coach Patyao will be bringing in 4 new players. Papahinga na si Yuto Sumea and Cal De Luna. And a minute and 27 remaining. Cal De Luna in double figures, 12 points, 13 rebounds. Yuto naman also in double figures, 31 points and 10 rebounds. And pinahinga na ni Coach Patyao sila Yuto and Kyle. A well-deserved break for those two players. As a steal by Rio Sihuko. So less than a minute and 10 remaining as there's a whistle on Geoff Go. I believe that's just his first. Rio, masyadong malakas nga lang as Merson gets the rebound and David Keb was able to sink it in inside, cutting down the lead to just 19. But so far, it has been a torch basketball game from the start of the buzzer up until right now. Up until now. Just shows that's why they are what I call loseless kasi wala silang talo eh. But don't Google that word. It's not even a word. Pero wala silang talo from the start of this tournament up until now. Dominating this entire season, and that's the reason why Coach Patyao was awarded the cash coach of the conference in the fourth season of the Stallion Teens 14 under, because he really did a phenomenal job coaching these kids for Torch For Fruteria naman, in the entire tournament, they only lost one time, and that was against this team, etong Torch, during the eliminations last July 27th. And right now, 5 seconds remaining. And ladies and gentlemen, that is ball game. Will that count? Oh, basket will not count for GFCO. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the final game for the fourth season in the 14 under division. That champions is Torch from the start of the tip-off, from the opening day up until now. Undefeated, unskated, no loss. Torch dominating the Stallion Teens 14 under season 4. Stay tuned lang, folks, as we'll have our awarding ceremony. We'll be back right after this. Gentlemen, to the Stallion Teens 14 under division. Together with me is the boys and finals MVP, Tomeo, who finished with 31 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals in bagging the championship of the fourth season in the 14 under division. You guys were undefeated and dominated the championship game. What do you think was the key to your team's unstoppable run?
To follow our coach's plays, to play hard defense and not give up, and to trust your teammates.
And what's the biggest lesson you've learned here in Stallion Teens that you'll be carrying with you moving forward, you too?
To keep going, not give up. Play basketball. Like I don't really know. Like trust your team.
You're lost for words right now. Meron pa?
Defense wins championships.
And that's what you did, actually. So congratulations on winning the championship. And I'm pretty much sure you want to give a huge shout out to all of the Stallion supporter and to our viewers who are watching our YouTube live right now.
Shout out my mom, my dad, shout out my sister, shout out. Thank you to my teammates, Coach Patrick, my coaches from Everest. Shout out Cohen Olmedo, shout out Sammy Torres.
Si Jurugo ngayon na.
Shout out Jurugo.
Ayun na nga, si Jurugo. Once again, that is Yuto Sumay, our 10 Finals MVP. And that concludes the 14 under division of the Stallion Teens 4th season. Stay tuned this Saturday because it's the continuation of under semi-finals game. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you next week.